Hey everybody, it's Chris Seeds, Wootini over at GayGamer.net, here with another weekly video podcast. Okay, first thing I wanted to talk about is Nintendo is closing the Nintendo World store in Rockefeller Center, New York City, for about a month. They're doing some redecorating. It should be interesting. I saw nothing wrong with the way that the store was set up. Luckily, it seems that the Japanese Animal Crossing DLC seems to be over, so I haven't gone there to get any DLC in quite a while, so I won't feel like, oh, I'm missing it, because that was the easiest place to go, because whenever I would go to like a McDonald's or a Best Buy or someplace that was supposed to be a Nintendo Zone location, it never worked. The only place where I could 100% always get the special DLC from Nintendo Zone would be if I went to Nintendo World itself. And it was just easier, because otherwise you're wasting your time going to other, oh, let me go by Best Buy, but it doesn't work, so then you have to go to another Best Buy, and then that one doesn't work. So it's easier to just go straight to Nintendo World, go to the source. But what's interesting is not just that they're remodeling the store, it's that they're renaming it. It's going to be called Nintendo New York. And that would lead me to believe that they're going to reopen this as Nintendo NY, and then perhaps there will be a Nintendo LA, maybe a Nintendo Chicago, I don't know where else, but I mean it would make more sense, because it always surprised me that Nintendo World Store always had this great merchandise. They would have these great t-shirts and the plushies and everything. And, I mean, personally, I like it because it's a great place to go for amiibos, because they always have really good stock. If there's, like, a rare amiibo that you want to get, they might have it. But they don't sell them. Like, there's no online Nintendo World Store. Like, so I get these awesome t-shirts, and people are like, oh my god, where did you get that? I'm like, I got it at the Nintendo World Store, sorry. So if they could open up stores elsewhere, they could continue to rake in quite a bit of money, I should think. Because that store is always, like, super busy and super popular as a New York City tourist destination. So if they put one in other cities, I see no reason why they shouldn't be just as successful. I mean, obviously you don't want to make it like a Starbucks where they're on every corner, but, you know, spreading the love would be probably very welcome amongst Nintendo fans. As far as the gaming that I've been doing this week, first, I've actually started playing Dance Central again. And I'm doing some more Wii Fit U. I meant to say with the New Year's, I was like, okay, New Year's resolution, I've been slacking ever since winter came along. Like, although here in New York we're not really having much of a winter yet. There's been a few bitterly cold days, but we've had no snow or bad weather or anything. Not yet. Knock wood. But I've just gotten really lazy and weak and backsliding, so I said, you know what? Just do a little bit of Wii Fit. You know, you don't have to go out and run, 5 miles. I couldn't. I just ran 3 miles yesterday, and it was like, whew, my endurance is shot, because I haven't run in, like, a month. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just do a little bit of Wii Fit, and I'll play a little Dance Central. I'll do the fitness mode in Dance Central for like 20 or 30 minutes. Dance like 10 or 11 songs. Super fun. Just to, get my body going again. Because, I'm getting old and I gotta keep my body in shape as best I can. But it does, playing Dance Central, it's super fun, but it's always just a little bit sad because it reminds me that Harmonix has basically said bye-bye. They're done with it. Like, there's no more songs coming, And it's not even like they can do, like, because now they're focused on Rock Band. And it's not even like they can do with Rock Band where they're like, oh, well, we'll just bring old DLC into the new Rock Band because it's basically the same game. So, I mean, it's not as easy, as simple as that, I know that. But the problem with Dance Central is that they changed up the game this time, and now instead of a few routines, there's like 8 routines for every song, and there's, you know, cardio routines and strength routines and like extra routines and like different difficulty routines. So when they would bring old DLC over to the new Dance Central Spotlight, it was awesome because you could get it for free, but it had all these extra routines in it, and it was super cool. But that takes a lot more effort, so they're certainly not going to be doing that. And they're not even doing any new DLC, which is a shame, because every so often I hear something, a new song, that I'm like, oh my god, I would totally want to dance to this in Dance Central. It would be so amazing. But alas, Dance Central is pretty much DOA. Well, it's not DOA. It wasn't DOA. Well, it kind of was. I think Dance Central Spotlight might have been a little bit DOA. But it's just RIP Dance Central. Oh well, sorry. But there's a lot of great songs. I have a lot of great songs. I can still dance. I have enough songs that I can dance to 10 songs, and there's enough variety that I'm not going to hear the same repeated songs over and over again, so it's not too bad. But it's a shame that it's been abandoned. But I'm still enjoying Rock Band, so I guess as long as they're supporting something. You know, like, if they weren't supporting anything with DLC, then that would be bad. Also, I have been playing a lot more Grim Fandango, and I'm still enjoying it. There's a lot of personality, a lot of delightful stuff. But I am running into... last week, I mentioned how it was difficult to know exactly what I could interact with, you know, because it's not a point and click with the arrow that turns into a different icon. This week, what I've realized is going to be probably an even bigger problem is I had to go again and look something up online being like, what am I supposed to do here? And they're like, oh, you're supposed to use the signpost. I'm like, what signpost? And I'm like, I literally never saw this signpost because I'm playing on my Vita, so the screen is really tiny. And I think if I was playing on the television on my PS3, well, actually, I think it's only on PS4 and Vita, but whatever. If I was playing it on a TV, I think it would be better because I might see these smaller things, but playing on my tiny Vita screen, I totally missed the signpost. And I was like, oh, okay, I didn't even realize that was a thing. So occasionally, the graphics cause me a problem because it's all zoomed out way overhead and I don't see things because they're tiny little pixels. But I am making myself play... I'm not making myself play more Grim Fandango. Obviously, I'm enjoying the game. I want to play it. But Sony had another one of their big sales. They had this Sony Essentials sale, and it was all these, like, classic video games that were on sale for cheap. And once again, there's a bunch of, like, PS1 classics that are available for, like, $1. So, once again, I buy these games, and, you know, I don't have time to play them all, and I don't know when I'm going to play them, but I can't resist that price. And, like, I bought Parasite Eve for, like, $1.20, because it's $1.20. And I've always wanted to play it, so, ta-da! And, I also bought Suikoden, because, you know, I know it's, like, a critically acclaimed RPG, and everybody raves about it, so I thought, let's give that a try. It's only $1.20. Of course, I will definitely not be playing that first. I will play Parasite Eve first, because the RPGs will take a very long time to play. But I could also try playing one of them on my TV, because since I don't have that much of a commute anymore where I can play portables all the time. But I just love the idea of being able to play the PlayStation games on my portable. Oh, I bought one other game. And this one wasn't $1.20. This one was actually $3. But I bought Chrono Trigger because I know everybody says that's a good one too. So, I don't know when I'm gonna find time to play any of these games. I keep buying these games on these PlayStation sales for like $1 or $2, and then I just never have time to actually play any of them. I really needed to win that Powerball, and then I could actually play some of these games. That would be super awesome. But, alas, I am still poor. So, I'll keep playing. I need to play more. So, come back next week and see if I've bought more games that I have no time to play. And I will see you then. Enjoy. Bye!